sweetie, come on in. I'm glad that you made yourself comfortable because I was about to offer you a chocolate if you want. Not right now? That's okay. Well, let me know if you change your mind because you know I always have some type of candy for you. Alright, well, let me also get situated. Okay, let me grab your file real quick. Not that I need it, but in case there's any new information that I want to write down so I can make sure to check back with you. Yes, my favorite thing to use is gel pens. The gel pens are just easier to write with for some reason for me. Alrighty. Did you need any water? No? You're okay? Well, again, let me know if you change your mind. Because, you know, I always have water or juice for you. Apple juice, usually. Alright, so. How are you? You doing okay? Well, good. I guess that's better than not okay. Yeah, I'm sorry if my voice is a little raspy right now. I woke up really late this morning and just, I've just been having a groggy morning, but my allergies have made it hard for me to breathe out of my nose at night, so my sleep's been kind of But how are you sleeping? Oh, you're the same? Yeah. It really sucks, but I'm sure it'll pass like everything else. So let's see things that we wanted to touch base on. You're here because you're having trouble thinking clearly and getting your points across comprehensively. So how is that? Has any of the tips that I left you with helped you? Oh, really? Yeah, go ahead. Tell me an example of if anything happened, if you can think of anything. Well, not off the top of your head. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. Oh, man. Is that okay with you if I light an incense? Yeah, awesome. I think it just helps me to. You're the first person I've seen today, which I'm surprised that you are okay waking up so early. Yeah, well, actually, I guess you're probably used to it since you have to wake up early every day. And I do too, every other day, but I never tried this. It's Nag Champa or something. I might say that wrong. But from what I can smell through my stuffy nose, it smells good. You know, the weird thing about that was I had bought another pack of these, and I think somebody opened one of them in the store and took some, that's fine, but I was just like, they're only $1 or $2, why not just buy it? Well, this might help clear up my nose, but so thank you, I'm glad that that's okay. And if you at all need to open the window or something, feel free. I want you to feel as comfortable here as possible. Yeah, pardon me. Yeah, I know, I hate it's so embarrassing when I need to blow my nose in front of clients. But, yes, excuse me one moment. And, I promise you, this is just allergies, nothing else. But I'll still steer clear anyway, just in case. But yeah, so remember last time you were here, I said you could try, and I suggested getting a nutritionist for you. Did you bring that up with your mom or your dad or anything? Because, and again, the reason, I think I told you, but just in case you might have forgot, because it was towards the end, that what you eat can actually really impact your memory and your, not only what you eat, but how much you're eating and, you know, what you have available to you. And I know you were trying to be a pescatarian, which I support that, because I think that you can get all of the food groups that you need with that diet. But when you try things more, to go more further with that and becoming a vegan and such, it does get a little bit tricky, and you need to have a meal plan with a professional, because trying to navigate that on your own with limited, I mean, yes, you have the internet, but even me, you know, I took classes in nutrition, and I wouldn't be able to give you a, you know, qualified meal plan, because you just need, and you know your body better than anybody else, but, you know, a nutritionist, a licensed professional will be able to give you insight on how you should be feeling after a meal, and just different groups that you need and how they'll help you be more coherent, because yeah, we just want to see you do well, really. And you know, it's a shame that if all these things in your life are being impacted by just your, you know, just this foggy feeling, if that can be something that can be helped, we should definitely help that. But, so, I'm gonna, I'll probably write it down for you to hand a note to someone. And I have actually a list I can print out of people that I know personally, and some people I haven't met on the list, but I've met a lot of them who will be able to help you, and people that I would recommend to you, and because I really want to see that you can improve, and I think, you know, changing your diet might be one of the most efficient ways to do that, just because it's overlooked, but it's kind of a quick fix in a way. Not like, you know, it's not gonna be super quick, but if it is the problem, that would be like you would see direct results from that, from just that alone. Okay, and the other thing is, so you mentioned just being active in the morning has helped you on occasions. How are you keeping up with that? Is that going okay? And yeah, I know you probably have to rush in the morning a lot. But oh really? 2 miles? I would be out at that point. You would never see me again, because that wouldn't be me. But that's awesome. Have you, are you, yeah, that is really hard to run when you have trouble breathing. Do you have an inhaler? Are you used to? Well, you know, you should see about getting another one of those, especially if you want to continue, just to be safe, because you don't want to end up passed out somewhere. And before you leave, to go anywhere that early when people aren't really awake, I would say text, you know, just find somebody that wouldn't mind if you text them. Or do you have an Apple phone? Because, you know, with Apple, you can actually share your location, and if you take your phone with you, you can have your friend know exactly where you're at if you trust anybody enough. That way, just in case, something were to happen, not to speak that over you, but that's a real chance, that you it wouldn't be a scary situation as much if somebody knew exactly where you were. But that was just an idea that I had for you. Well, so what else? Yeah, so the running has helped. Are you in any other extracurriculars? Okay, yeah. Well, that's kind of awesome. And that being in just extra clubs alone kind of forces you to interact with people, and which is really good for you. And that requires you to use your brain. But I also want to make sure you're not overworking yourself because, are you leaving enough time to do your other hobbies and homework and things like that outside of all of those extra things you're piling onto yourself? And why is that you like to keep so busy? You're just passionate about those things. Yeah, wow, that's really amazing. I just want to make sure that you are not over, doing. If you're doing this for the reasons like about how you're passionate, that is awesome. I just don't want you doing this to avoid, going home and, dealing with anything else at home that's been bothering you, because I know you said you have been having a lot of fights with your family, and they all love you, so the more you're around them, that sometimes doesn't help, because for some people it takes leaving family in order to restore a healthy relationship, but also avoidance is never a proper solution either, so yeah. Well, yeah. So, you said you tried chess club? How'd that go? Are you good? Really? Well, that's kind of cool. If you just learn, I didn't think anybody still, any places would still do that, so, yeah. Yeah, that's really, oh, had you got yourself a journal yet to write down all your thoughts when they come to you? You did? That's awesome. How's that going? Is it easy for you to write, or is it kind of annoying? You like it? I can't tell you how glad I am to hear that, because some people, writing is not for everybody. So, and obviously you don't need to do this all the time, but have you gone back and read anything that you've wrote to see how it comes back to you? Okay, well, when you feel up to it, go ahead and try reading it back to yourself to see how what you were thinking that day, and see if that still reflects how you feel and think the next day, and try to be, it's hard to write really how you're feeling more so than just writing events, but if you can write how you're feeling, that would be really helpful for you to start to understand how your mood can affect your thoughts and actions and your ability to communicate easily. Yeah, well, we still have some time, so what else? Is there anything you want to catch me up on, maybe? Really? Did you ever, are you still contacting I forget the name, but your ex? Well, it's good that you're starting to, from the sounds of it, it sounds like they weren't really in your life at a good time. And sometimes having people, I mean, granted that it's a different situation for everybody, but sometimes having someone that was in your life during a low point and keeping them around can have negative impacts. But also, on the other hand, I want to be clear that sometimes those are the people that help you, and they are very good people. But just from how it sounded, and I heard someone say, healthy relationships don't end. So if your guys' relationship ended, just remember, it was for a reason. I'm having a Starburst. You want one? Alright. Yeah. Here. Yeah, I definitely have a sweet tooth. Oh yeah, how's your little kitten? Wow. Really, you had to give her away? Okay, good. Cause that's gotta be really sad. I hope it works out, because yeah, I've had to also leave my cat with people, and it really takes a toll on you. Because I think even having your cat is really good for you mentally. You could just talk to your cat. And your cat doesn't need English to understand you. Or any language for that matter. Alright, well. I just love also waving incense all in the air. Well, I would say that we covered pretty much everything. And I'll see you again in 2 days. But I'm going to give you a note to hand to whoever that can help you get set up and situated, and also I can help you. It's just the copay. But under your insurance, I'm pretty sure the list of people I will print out for you is quite it will mostly be covered by your insurance, so you won't have to worry, and your parents won't have to worry. If honestly, it'll be very small cost and for very rewarding, hopefully, results. So let me go ahead and write that note for you to see. Nutritionist again. And I'm going to print out that list of references. And I'm going to hand this to you. Make sure you give it to your mother or your father. Now, I also really want you to think about, the people that you keep in your life, how having them around can influence how you are thinking and all your progress, because you have come a long, long way. I know it's been even hard for you to talk to me sometimes, but I see that you're opening up, and I'm really happy about that, because that is my job, is to have you open up to me, and it is very challenging for a lot of people, and I don't take it personally. But when you are able to share things with me, big or small, I really do think about them, and I think about, and I'm thinking about you and hoping, I wonder how they're doing, and yeah. So I just want you to know I genuinely care. And if you ever want to talk, I will just listen. Yeah, I know I do talk, but that's just because I want to make sure you get all the advice that I'm trying to give and make sure that you are getting something out of all of our time together. But I'll go ahead and send you over to, I'll send you on your way to Dr. Party in the next room. So she can cover any other things that I am not really licensed to talk about. And I'm sure the more that we see each other, the more that we can, share with each other. But yeah, I really do hope about your cat, that you can get him. Alright, dear. Well, I will see you very soon. Okay? You doing okay? Okay. Alright. Alright, have a good day. Don't forget to take your milk.